elections no December. Now, maybe I elections. Parliamentary candidates, every constituency, omoko round ekodasi, and a presidential candidate. So after every presidential election, from Ejukwahin this time to President Kufuor time to President Nana Akufo-Addo this time, ingina omukodasi. Enti 2024 election and meso we can say meko thank you to akodasi. But thank you to no we can say yen Accra because now Professor Michael Quay
101.3 live on Western Diamond TV. And Ray and pay hot issues and a brave dua yede and then so and come over yede ebaba sumuo. Na wachi de mu na no komo yedi ye no. Eno ene yatena se na esem eyi ne esafata se esansi subiem. Na Ghana ni ba bia no a wo hwe yen wotie yen ede yen sem e ka de kire omo no ekwa adwendwi mu no ensempa ye ne won eche no ono masan atini biem na o mahunu se you na wotwede ne mu ina no de wo mesi ye no de watumi anhwe bie na discussion watumi entie bie no Saturdays memene de bia no anopa between the hours of 7 and 9 ye de osomfofro e de somo ya to ne din say hot issues on Western Diamond TV. Jano pe mamu achi mamu akwaba masada se wodu efide no ato Western Diamond TV na ubetie ensempa yenso yewo edema wo na debi ameka cho se djubedie wei eye apam is a covenant apam house and beka se alkawali eye apam ena menu mienu yakose 2 hours adi enimu no yebetumi eti nkomo a emu edopa. So therefore welcome wezo akwaba bon alve marhaba assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. The 24th day in the month of May 2025 in the year of our Lord. Thank God it's Saturday. And if you be my day, if you be charge obia dia ne nsake bia no fasida emfa ma twede ampo nyankropon usan se wono ana di bibia ma wono aso na sanje na de ade bia meka kyo se a loan enkwa ekuta ye no a loan nyankropon de afam yen ye betua na yesa tua so interest ene no obra wo bo e wo asase so some 6 minutes past the hour 7 anopai masama da sibiem na enkomo bebre no a na wo fia awasame no mienu ye die enti emprempremu on my text message ma nefa 0248 071174 0248 071174 na menje branken come so on your screen your number between do text message e dey fast so me ba chomo aya mo defa WhatsApp no na dey mo yen text message emfa emame oko X formerly Twitter enso between do adwen che e dey ato YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, ni na ye wo ho a won se betumi akan me din de Okyeremaba AS Enchill the radio PRO na sani o my Ghana mu esi ekro no e wo se Ghana youth yetumi ema ye muso ye soro waka na ye ji o my Ghana edisi wo enti no arise Ghana youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all involved in building our motherland. This is Hot Issues.
Hot Issues. Hot Issues. Hot Issues. Hot Issues. Hot Issues.
Mamena sibiem na no pay yantisim. Na simabeye eduasade enimu no. Yendi o my Ghana ho enkomo. Sometimes what na sibisa ho se ayana adienti ana se abansisan eba na near walk opposition no ne ho ya tere no in a way. A question maybe say wo adenti ana say abansan eba the ruling party no hen mpe bebre no pese ne nua no walk opposition no wade nani edisi no ho na watata no. So the question again is identity opposition party bia no ayana ne wuye hi na the ruling party wa person ye biribia possible even if esa timpa wo ye biribi se wo di tua ne soka adentia but won say NDC ba bemu bia no ana san no we etesi NDC the National Destroyers Congress. The National Destroyers Congress. One mo ba bemu bia no a ena sa entata ye tata obi. Yedi ani edisi obi ho no. Se NDC ba bemu bia no a ana sa asem no ekoso. Mentiase anopai. So obi so betumi akyerem ase a. Anytime a NDC ba bemu bia no they one way or the other persecute the opposition party no emuma. Meaning the if you can tell me one instance NPP aba bemua water NDC mu emma ebra opposition. If you have any example en fa to bia wo bia no obetumi me no obetumi matche me ni Accra obetumi matche but akwan say NDC ba bemu bia no percent NPP hu nya tan by a man penny John Dramani Mahama Excellency. One member of Fitiasiano, I had time. One member of Fitiasiano, I had time. Very time. I had time. A bon con. One member of Fitiasia. Unya 6 months in office, but just check the number of people are. Ma persecute you or more. Ma ready or mufie. Ma stormy or mufie. Unya 6 months to. Na kau de 1 year po.
Hot issues. Hot issues.
Who did 1 year? Afi baako. Ama penny na kedi afi baako po. Ne akase oh abaye 1 year ni watena se ahwehwe nneoma bi mahunu se no osimesi anaso abenten esefata se de ne gina mbra no ano. Court ho because of seven samfun. It is also say obi aye biribi a entwaye ebra no wote so as ebia abanya wormo ehwe man so a. You have every right to prosecute them, not to persecute them. There's difference between persecution and prosecution. Ubatumde kwa jambra no na mbra ne nedi obi anu ni asem na so samo tata wo mu a yese owo snake abo owo wadi enibre en wadi ka abo owo wadi enibre en edeka na ansa na abo aponche wabepem no wabekọ nachi but the am ya say NPP ma ye kompanifo so mo ba bamu a menim se bia no mo we free ye de ya mo opposition wo mo ba pe o ye njai ayahwe munya obu bi mese mutu o musu ka bi ayadan no a NDC be opposition ayadan no a NDC wo be opposition 2028 I tell you and mark my words on the wall. Had it fire, Mesa Macano, for Mark baby and Shonka.
Hot issues.
I had NDC. Once now, Bemu Afriball. 4 years a day, anyway, you got 12 about 2028. NDC Beko position. Mark my words. Mark my words, because Sabe, I've grown a better if I don't pack, and yet there's over who. And I'm penny say, what pursue a year or sister in your man, no government can undo. And not here to about the moment penibia. Among penibia and Safata say, well, yeah, extraordinary things. Now, above Frono went to me and ye be. To my penioka cannot, I don't know, it was some cabin, idea, yet a tone chain. I had a yan in the air, yan here, or mine, there some mumbo. I didn't so many more. A branch of Frono, I don't talk to me. Alfred Ababio Kumi. Bone bay and a branch waya. Asambay and waka. Ghana ha. Amayofua mo mudia bay. Munkebi. And Sambay and Andy Samayo Kono Anka Bramo opposition. Watch out, NPP Tata Wamuana. Abrantia such a youth and a vibrant politician, an activist, a political activist. Mo pesa mo yesa na mo end in the political career, but you can't. I tell you, you can't, because Abrantia no ha. Susme kutano no. You can't, and you can never and ever end his political career. I tell you. Na enra yababa so Abrantia ne firi ne fie. Ede ne ekọ NIB. Say yekototo na no bisa ne nsem, because wakotro nsem ya to ne X page, formerly Twitter. And was saying go to radio so I can send me. There was a batch on somebody, and I didn't talk me what can ye. Mummy and tea, men passa make us say me bomb semu and a maca. And no release no through the intervention of the minority leader, MP for a futu. Alexander Kwame Afanyo Markin, a release a brantier, I didn't talk me, Reporter and Saka ye. And the charger get a poor brantiano, and then say publication of false news. Medas MCR. Adenta kumi charged with publication of false news. Na asamba na brantie kanye was say specifically he claims that on May 15th, 2025, following the committee's inaugural sitting, committee no a 6-member committee. Omampeni John Dramani Mahama ati womwa wonomo etna Chief Justice, the suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Sakitokonu. And to say, following the committee's inaugural sitting, Justice Puamang and Adibu Asiedu, along with Supreme Court Justice Johnny Kolendi, were seen dining with Thaddeus Sorry. And Thaddeus Sorry is a counsel for the petitioner Daniel Ofori. One moment in Kata Komo Mampeni say, Chief Justice Watomra, Intianian Pamano, Bakwe friend Daniel Ofori. Counsel Bakwana lawyer near Wajim Yama Brantino. One will say, I don't talk to me say, one will say, one no, Thaddeus Sorry no, one the Supreme Court Justices, Bitty say Yoni Kolendi, Justice Puaman Adibu Asiedu. One more at the restaurant to be. Ewo Santoku ewa Accra ana orum edidie na emra no ma ho kwan so sa se asam ewo court ya petition court no sa asem bi se ya pese mu injunct anasa mu halt anasa interrogatory injunction bibi sa na yesiki na se a judge for no moti asem ne so plus any other judge asem ne bi akodi no ho pen amana po asem na to egu no wona ne ato nsa didi a emfa wa danfo ya wona ne wo yetumi eka kire court no say and yetumi petition court no say safo no ye mpene amamu ta case no eso because wono makwa kwatena se afom ho adwen asem abrante kan ye nie ye be fa no ede ne koye emse mo fa next slide ne nteso ye don yakopon se abrante no wono mo release no. So Adenta Kumi released following Afanyo Markin's interventions. But because I know nobody come up for Brantie home. Our morning show no so what's in the morning. Na me catch will say Sabrantie me na din komo me ni din komo enurachi enumre. Ana so Okyeremaba. I am into hiding. Just so den ho akwakusi. All because na NDC full soldiers womo tata no epeno abono into odne wakwa kosie na ebra ade asan ye okokoda ye no ade tin ye ma ebremu wa anapemu wo ye da ye ma ade tin ye enra anopa ana motete na ekwakyere no na eye because eye oman na ye buo ena mo susi se wa ye bibia entene mo fa ne fambra kwan so but hey NPP mpanufo America ya me ya dom 2028 2029 7th January NPP eba bem NPP mu ba be mu na mpanifo a mu da party na no mu twa NDC fo ka someone twa mu ka. Some of us will not come and sit here. Some of us will not come and sit here because near NDC fo fra so mu ye no sabe eyensem hunu some time ebufu sam etia kuma mu ba be na man twa mu so ka bia. Some of us will not come and sit here. Na adata kumi semi nechi ena yaya chairman
Hot issues.
I nay
Issues.
waba as the national chairman Bernard Enchill Osiako berma kukudurufoɔ berma tentengramu a NDC-foɔ wɔn mu suro no sanse yenim ni otumi ayɛ ne na ho odi mu ne nimdie mu ɛna NPP amanyakuo no so in a way wɔn mo ɛne yetumi ɛtew abɔnten. Just check no of media houses and radio stations and TV stations papa yi one fa akwambɔne so ebi eye na mom wɔnam a legitimate way akwampa so na obi eye and na NDC for ba yi 2013 wɔn mu gu chama wontumi nnwuma ina but dia abufu ne sɛ na Jimmy Akuma ne sɛ NPP babem 2017 wɔn anya biribia emfentua NDC for ka after magu chama wontumi nnwuma 2013 somewhere April this year last month yei wɔn freezing account and interview bi amete sɛ chama wontumi agrante wɔsɛ ayɛ di amano so betumi atɔ na kɔnɔ de ne wadie ayɛ di amano so betua ne kwada akra school fees etie na esie oman chama wontumi wɔnyɛ minister da wɔnyɛ deputy minister da wɔnyɛ government appointee da wɔnyɛ CEO da wɔnda board so da na edie ne papa wayɛ a yɛ nimu a enam sunti a mo tata chama wontumi enura yɛbɔwura ɔno so fie yɛbɔwura ne fie anopa wada asɔre a sabe wɔbɛhwɛ morning sun awia a piano pa wɔba bɛtu bi chama wontumi pie ya heavily built man ɛna ɔmo gya ne gate ano ɛde asɛm a yɛsɛ mafa mbra nkran bɔne bɛ na mayɛ yɛsɛ bra ɛna wontumi misa yɛn chama wontumi tie na no asɛm a yɛto nsa frɛ no sɛ wɔmbra Accra a posifo frɛ no but ɔne posifo aka sɛ on the 26th Monday ɛbɛyi wɔbɛba nti akɔba ne sɛ na yɛdeɛn ɛna obi a posifo frɛ no wɔma mu date wɔbɛba na heavily built man akɔkɔgya ne gate ano anopa sɛ yɛsɛ mfa no mbra nkran yes chama wontumi de obɛtuma ya ne sɛ obɛbie ne nkraman na ɛyɛ me ya sɛ nkraman no bi anwe wɔ mo ɛyɛ me ya sɛ nkraman no bi anwe wɔ mo na nyame a wɔmpɛ bɔne nyame abotua nimpa so ɛka nyame a wɔnim sɛ adwene ɛsɛ wotirim no ɛnya adwempa a wode to nua so sa ne saa nyame no wɔma the so called national security for ana NIB for drone a wɔnom fly yɛ ɛwɔ chama wontumi ɛdan soro no drone titof afie hɔ drone na wɔmo sɛ chama wontumi mbie ne gate nti no wɔmo air fly drone na ma hwɛ sɛ chama wontumi hyawa ana ma hwɛ ne yakɔ so afie hɔ no no mo access to the house drone na wɔmo fly yɛ no drone ɛkɔ titof chama wontumi fie titof ne fie afei ɛna wɔmo pa kyɛw sɛ chama de fie drone fama yɛn papa wɔn ni so ma wɔn mo papa wɔn ni so ma wɔn mo drone ne titɔ chama wontumi fie drone no titɔ chama wontumi fie because adwene wɔn de nyam ɛde nam no ɛnya adwene papa adwene wɔn de nam no wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn bubu chama wontumi mpere wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn bubu no saa na mimi hu wɔn mo wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn tɛn mu chama wontumi wɔn yɛ no sɛ sɛbi aboa yasa no a wontumi nka saa na pɛ sɛ wɔn chama wontumi ba papa no ayɛ sɛ sɛbi ebata de friend putisi ohom ne so konsumu a obesa pie chema wutu wa se aduana ba seed what the say from yes obe pro but wo pro wi a won pie no na wote aduaba fruits bebrebe ana wode eba ma amansai na no enya so mfaso etumi atibie no woromedie that is time I want for you na adwemu fita ne nsam fita pone bia no embata no ho eno nti onyankopon tua wo mom konfie ono so ka me ba tomi ntie chama wontumi after the attempted arrest efeli ye no wane ye nua berema Osebonsu Philip Osebonsu obi e wa sempa edi nkomo
intermediate my very quiet to say the police say omu hiawa anu aso akọ na de omu teno na omabuta intermediate my very quiet to say the police say omu hiawa anu aso akọ na de omu teno na omabuta Monday na meko and me play actually me gate na me play gate na in the park 20 and na omu jigra me fear hoye akwa na me busa omo sabe omo say ye say am fa omranka nti e do konkan am sa when the shaka me branka o say no be owu ntimi busa ye nti we are taking you to Accra. It will struggle about 30 minutes. Na omuntimi farming. Anna.
Struggle na not say omuso umu na unso ote ohun afri won ho.
We struggle about 30 minutes.
Okay.
We struggle about 30 minutes. Omo de omadwuma na say omo de car 5 and a buy. Cars 5 and a buy. Into omo de block the bia no. Cars 2 aparte wa ha. Cars 2 aparte wa ha na ba ko aparte close to me. And omu nyina na aba me ho. It will struggle about 30 minutes. And to omo who say omu ntumi empamen kono. Aye na sanya bia mepene because mu say bibia mu nkura warrant bia ay mo ye hwan ya. Me ya na ka kire mo say de omo ye no kura na ye me hwan akaka. Because me police the letter bread me say Nimra ay Accra. Amaji so say Monday meko. So why this? What is this intimidation? Obi, they are saying say me MPP buy me na board so that 8 years ni na ma na board so that na anye CEO that I am anye minister me nye president.
Philip Osebonsu edi enkomo. Now there's another audio. Me tia audio me real hoye. Oh yes, me real hoye pa. Esan sebe. Obienu wa wade ne sebe nkum. Ebe cheneja ekrom anane fie ekwan. Obia ntuma agufi na de. Enu nti ntuma agufi no a enya de papa no. Yesa de tuaduane. Se wade tuaduane wi a na wa horo ana wasi. Na wo de hata se na be ya ebre bi so beso a ehu be hia wo na wotumi e de atuaduane no edi chama wontumi na djuma na me yi you Western Diamond TV ne dia wontumi radio Takoradi ne dia enti me see wo no it is a wo din samfo wo yensam hunu ache me see wo a wabra wanya boni bia obia no fa subo bia mbo no na out of your dirty politics your nonsense politics na mo ebetata onimyamfo bi ti say a wakwa national chairman yame adom na party mpanufo ebia akwanya tumu a wakwa national chairman no a yemo bi yama okwan yebeka de wom yantumi mfa wonko yantumi no antututuo nanso de benya akwanya ata TV so radio so aka kire wo no ebe hye wakomam na ba wo say yes de wo ye no enkwasem me na asebataw fa no audio no ema me chama wontumi
Minya Ghana need you. Because I said the one we never have president in T. Minya Ghana need you. Ghana for Musorio. Ghana for Musorio. And before you know Musorio. And before you know Musorio. I am Munti and I'm Mahama MC. Be vice president to that. Me, my don't board to that. Me, my DCO da. Me, my minister da. I chairman in media. And I want to make campaign in Mammy. I'm my campaign in Mammy party. And I'm here, Juma. 2013. We are Saba the boom, Juma. Bubaye, Mastopim, Juma, my count to pa, me did you was one. Me, my count to club, me did you was one. So the Tiam and Moscow physical fire ding. What I say, most of them will start to my count to show, and Nasabe, me, sick a bicycle bane of the family. Minya Ghana need you. Because I said the one we never have president in T. Minya Ghana need you. Ghana for Musorio. Ghana for Musorio. And before you know Musorio. And before you know Musorio. I am Munti and I'm Mahama MC. Be vice president to that. Me, my don't board to that. Me, my DCO da. Me, my minister da. I am chairman in the media. And I want to make campaign in Mammy. I'm not my campaign in my party, and I'm here, Juma. 2013, we are Saba the boom, Juma. Bubaye, Mastopim, Juma, my count to pa, me did you was one. Me, my count to club, me did you was one. So the Tiam and Moscow physical fire ding. What I say, most of them will start to my count to show, and Nasabe, me, sick a bicycle bane of the family. Minya Ghana need you. Because I said the one we never have president in T. Minya Ghana need you. Ghana for Musorio. Ghana for Musorio. And before you know Musorio. And before you know Musorio. I am Munti and I'm Mahama MC. Be vice president to that. Me, my don't board to that. Me, my DCO da. Me, my minister da. I am chairman in the media. And I want to make campaign in Mammy. I'm not my campaign in Mammy party. And I'm here, Juma. 2013. We are Saba the boom, Juma. Bubaye, Mastopim, Juma, my count to pa, me did you was one. Me, my count to club, me did you was one. So the Tiam and Moscow physical fire ding. What I say, most of them will start to my count to show, and Nasabe, me, sick a bicycle bane of the family.
Freedom! 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 Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all involved in building our motherland. This NDC is destroying our country. NDC is destroying our country. And no wonder they are saying that they have their democratic military style of governing a nation. NDC are catching that they have their own democratic military style of governing a country. And democracy no kakra no the military regime no so kakra at their bem. And that is the reason why 2019 John Dramani Mahama being the candidate then Akasembi said NDC was born out of revolutionary rule. Say to trust some Yamfa Edom Uncle Kontokwa na Yanseniyama NDC and then the town Mufruma. So when it comes to unleashing violence, you can never and ever beat the NDC. And to try somebody there, you need perfect say NDC move because a PNDC. JJ Rollins Penso PNDC. To try some added to woman and it be as a France ye. wɔn so mo abɛn mu tie ngya wɔn na wɔn yɛ deɛ wɔn pɛ mesi NPP mpanufoɔ party leaders na me yɛ atɔ mu ba pɛm na ma revenge ma retaliate a some of us will not come and sit here. Oh yes, ɛyɛ adwuma na sɛ duru baabi a wote wo nan ɛsɛ wo nua ɛsɛ wo sim wote wo nan ɛsɛ wo nua ɛsɛ wo sim hyɛdaa na heat na ɛfa wo nua ho no fa ne sɛ wo na saa heat no ɛfa ho sɛ wobɛtumi aso ano a those nonsense must stop. Yes, so ɛwɔ manyim na Deputy Interior Minister Lower Menya Krobo, Member of Parliament Ebenezer Oklate Telabi, were Deputy Interior Minister. Me ba tomu fa na yi nto so mame. Ebenezer Oklate Telabi. Me ba tomu ntie. Omane yetim no hunu. Obia no enye menka ne se terrorist. Obia ye terrorist. Our manyim.
Hot issues.
Obia nye terrorist. Our my Ghana yimu. Ye na ne your mind ba. 31 million population no. Sabi. Ye kan ye yin. Anye hunu oman mba ye wo mu. Ene je na me catch you say. Me Okyeremaba me tie o ka se me ye timemuni a me no benya asem because me nto oman mu no kwa. Me your oman ba. Nigeria fo no Niger fo no ne ade no a wo mu ti wo mu dwa e Ghana ha no wo mo no mo ye timamufuo wo mo ti omanim wo mo nya oman mba timem ye oman ba ana wo mo ye timamufuo wo mo ti omanim bi ana mo nya oman ba ye wo to kwatenani wo mu out of entokwa biribia so mu krom na wo mo de eho yaw ana se eho amamenefe atwane aba oman Ghana mu ha wo mo de fo mu refugees no Obia ni o my Ghana wo your mind ba o ye refugee and obia so ni o mind ba o ye terrorist. Chema who to me is not a terrorist. And asamasi yenya mpenufo asabe wo adwen ye adwuma emeka yansasam enche Ghana fo a mesi tienie asamasi yenya Ghana fo mpenufo a won ma adwen eye adwuma emeka yansasam che Ghana fo a. We had an interior minister defending what happened. Our tema won to me efie. Na when defending no kwanso wasan akane kasakwan bi a eya 10-year direct insult and a dent efi our tema won to me edin no was a tema won to me a wild dog. We a wild dog. We a kramaya ne nisu shepa. We a sakramai. Ya kasa sakramaya eye ewuremu kramai. Ewurem kramai. Your friend sakramai. Ya se chama wu to me a wild dog. We a sakramai. We a kramaya ne ni aden. Eno nti nimpa bi sa no we a kramaya ne ni aden no. O kwa kyere no a wan bo ho ban amfatuo amfa hyehyɛ ho a untumi ante such a person. So you don't catch a wild dog unarmed. Ebenezer Oklate Telabi defends attempted arrest of Wuntumi. Intino sabi wonya anentuo bi egina so. Ni party ena wa bem intino wo ka biribia possible na yese takrama wo empro enam atiasefo nti takrama empro enam atiasefo nti saasam ya the deputy interior minister akade atoyi e beda wa fibo na ebra no so na se and people were bem no mo yemu bia. You will also copy your own words. Na yede beto social media no so that yakọ Richard Jakpafie, yakọ Ibrahim Mahama fie, yakọ Atufos fie, yakọ Oklatela bi fie, yakọ obi o NDC nipa wodi amakofi boy ekɔ ne fie NDC party mpanimfoɔ ya bɔwura mu fie with arms na sɛ wonim na wobɛka bia copy your own words at the amount back say you don't catch a wild dog unarmed. Now you do nipa kro ka sa asɛm no the did their show sabe no bi Okyeremaba na ma Okyeremaba defense arrest me kra de na enya attempted o ya ba arrest mo. It will never be attempted arrest. We will arrest you. NPP will arrest you. Inti mesume say NPP party mpenifo say ame atomo ba ba mu a muntua NDC fo soka muntua mo soka eno na ba ma adwuma ye yi eso aba mfaso ne san pa de a o tie se sebe me voice no crazy eye kasa tintimi a me kasa na momo no biribi na esie na ma me voice na esi be 3 days today nta ye nda sama me kan na ma me voice esi voice esi dada from last week Saturday. Yes, from last week Saturday when I went to Pristia and I'm voice na esi here. I'm working on it. Me ba tomo party mpanifo no krata wo mo ede aba no entosomayen na efo we enfa ensi party NPP mpanifo ede krata ede aba na condemning the Sulibaya any persecutions are elkoso ewo mo party members no ebi efie me ba cho mo bie mu na ya kenkan kaka
hot issues
me da see we say state sponsored persecution of NPP members must end immediately. The New Patriotic Party NPP condemns in the strongest terms the growing pattern of politically motivated intimidation, harassment of its members by the NDC government through the misuse of state security institutions. These actions represent a direct assault on Ghana's democracy and the rule of law and must cease forthwith. So the Rambo style arrest of Adenta Kumi and then Wahano. Mbacho say Gregory Asia Duba na mama naba. Greg ba mama na metenansi. At approximately 7 a.m. today, that is yesterday, Friday, May 23, 2025, Mr. Alfred Abebi Okumi, a member of the NPP, widely known as Adenta Kumi, was forcibly arrested at his residence by heavily armed men believed to be operatives of the National Intelligence Bureau, NIB. Startlingly, 6 of the officers wore masks and wielded AK-47 rifles in a brazen display of intimidation. This is clearly linked to Mr. Kumi's recent petition. And we have police summons to Ashanti Regional Chairman.
Hot issues.
In a related and equally disturbing development, armed men yesterday morning, stormed the residence of Mr. Bernard Enchill, Chairman Wuntumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. This is in relation to a 19th May 2025 CID invitation to Chairman Wuntumi to assist in an investigation. Chairman Wuntumi duly responded by assuring that he was not going to be available on 21st as demanded by the CID because of medical reasons, and that he will be available on Monday 26th May 2025. It is thus completely astonishing for armed men to storm his residence when these correspondence have gone on. This is nothing short of political harassment. But I move on next one and twaso. Next one, you have twaso. I say you ketu bi so e we chi no mo fa nto so e ma me it no clearly no it tells you that NDC for nankasa and one abo a pobi say I was say you go chama wontumi enimu ase nti no even after one police yard for edi nkomo say obeba 26th that is Okyeremaba Monday no armed men almost some free NIB ebo run fie say almost some fan Accra. A threat to our democracy. This development represents a calculated pattern of abuse of state power designed to weaken opposition voices and erode the democratic fabric of our nation. Such actions do not only violate the fundamental right of Ghanaian citizens, but also endanger the principles of transparency, justice, and equal protection under the law. The NPP calls on all Ghanaians and defenders of democracy to condemn this act of political persecution being perpetrated by the NDC government. Greg Asiedu, a communications team member for the MPP, and pay what nasi. Yadani Wabisia.
Yes, here in 2016, I saw for Imam for most original party. The movie was 8 years, Janko Moody. And then now, what's the other most of the Ultima party now with Jaya, your quiet young Pananaso, near Panacho. Yet, committee, Ira Makupi, and Ned Dano said. Yenim enkofo bebre ka adekontia yenim punim e wa bato no nanso so as a party na say na official report ne won sampa ye ko Ghana fa na nyina 276 constituencies 16 regions ye ko nyina ne busa ye nkofo de ben pa de siye era ma pemo edom report no abre party omode baaye no National Council edutum ohona no eti abedeku from Constitutional Amendment Committee say omontrasi makuke esoso abedeku the report about say nya amendment yo akwakwa bi wo kwa amontima anko ira makuku enim na so obo proposals wo decide ya committee ni kan nyina ambo na meboa July yefre no extra ordinary delegate conference na party negotiate na your constitution there be essence Accra bam e mama party na nya hodi no omonhwe no montupa na mo era makukwe kratawa odi abeye no yenti asese krata no yentimi mfa embeto aboti sabi e politics na ye no akansi na woko me who obi a okwa akansi na ne sinto the strategies or the better abontin say Ghana fo nyina monhwe yeti a yenim 2016 asofofo imam fo a mo so original ma party no emu bi wo ha 8 years Janko mo bi etena otia na mo sofo bi a otima party na ojaya ye kwa ye mpana na so nye kopa na cho yeti committee a era makukwe and net
7 and pay Greg Asiedu atnasi yendi omaiga na ho enkomo so ekakra chama bia boko. Good morning.
Good morning Okyeremaba.
Oh yeah
na me adumu na so e
me atom mesumo ye pa
yes
pressure na dey so dey be ne dey
ebefa and our boss so meeting nka awesome FM.
Yes
bibia e kama okasa yi pa anti and the aircraft see bedru e do e beka 1 or 2 yafa
am so person bo ya na omutiemu chema wontumi.
That is what they want to do.
Omutiemu no
omoye bi wonkai say omotion let's get issues e cost over $100 million and no akai so omoye bi da na we na invitation na kai normal invitation na menua you want to invite Chairman to me. Meaning say, Emi and Kofi be who that. What will Chairman to me?
Very calm.
How do you send 20, 40 police and then these party rowdy boys to go there and then arrest Chairman to me? What would him Chairman to me be asa? Na Chairman bet me go crap. So and the bedroom is called for and fuck him and yefe. And Buama democracy in ye and Yakama and yefe.
Mati. Bedroom was sent okay na. Yeah, 3 days today and vice president. Bedroom o my Ghana mu ha.
Okay.
Na wabaye no so amampeni wa complain Ghana fo akire no. Say Ghana fo isu banye. So tu kwan na ono amampeni kro ntumi kra nko bebia. Okotogwa. Mosumba impeach no. I don't say can discussion on there, but at least you bet me at from kakra.
Okay.
Wasn't it legitimate? The minority raising concerns say amampeni you left this country without leaving anybody behind.
That's true.
Obesho mine so. Na ebe impeach you. Amampeni so complain o say ame okọ Ghana for so banya kra na omoge ni ade ati o complain ya chema me no.
Where?
But the move video no and to so na ye ni come fast mama ntiu.
Okyeremaba Mr. Mahama himself knew that Nyoye no na constitutional gap on one issue.
Okay.
So around 2015-2016. Yeah, Mahama he left the country together with Pakwesi Misata, then vice president.
Okay.
So Ghana for Bekaya, Yerado Ajaho. He was sworn in as the president. I said for a day or two.
Okay.
Mane presided over the country before the president and the vice president came in to take control of the country.
Okay.
Internet Boni say, look, you are the president of the Republic of Ghana. Whenever you are not in the country, you would have to leave behind your duties to the vice president.
Yeah.
And a vice president in so home family say, man, you do kakra. Until you also work with IRA. Then obviously, I will say mountain falling on the Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
The Speaker of Parliament is also not in the country. Also no near. Until by virtue of near all can there. Not just say I will say and Chief Justice and I'll take charge. Chief Justice then are suspended.
Yeah.
And so your constitution did not prescribe anywhere that the acting Chief Justice can act anywhere. Indeed, you need to say acting Chief Justice. You need to say
yeah.
You have not been sworn in as the Chief Justice, and so you are not the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, and so you can't take any office. Not mean fast office no. And so you are in the constitutional gaffe. You name say anko
okay.
And into minorities and some of betu gano. Never kwempa. Indeed, so what ye? I mean, radio and even the NDC fanatics and crowd. I say, look, that was completely needless behavior or conduct from the president. And the moment you knew that you were not in the country, your vice was not there, the Speaker of Parliament was not there. And then we can pardon the vice president.
Okay.
What I say. But how do you want me to pardon the Speaker of Parliament and then the president himself? Indeed, who has even taken the decision to suspend the Chief Justice on what I call a frivolous and absolute nonsense. Which petitioner yedi mamina bufu keke. And also me sure say bedru.
Yeah.
And fa kwemu kra. Until sad end na gaffe. Unfortunately, we don't have the numbers to impeach the president. You need numbers no. And sir would have taken him through the process. Konyo ye no enye papa and fa kwemu. Inteni say so and a mommy buy and say or the yas resem kakra no the yas resem but it was a very serious issue.
Yeah,
I thought I wanted to play some light games with it, but now yes I will say as a president, whenever you are leaving, you make sure that you leave behind somebody to take charge of the country. Me saying NDC phobia almost say President Ekono, he was going to perform presidential functions at Togo. Until honor coin one kwan kohwe bo anase one kwan kodi agro until still he was the president of Ghana. Omoka say look, in 2018 President Akufo-Addo left the country together with Dr. Bawumia. Yenye wa say Professor Mike Ronokwe was sworn in as the president, the acting president of the country.
Yeah.
The constitution prescribes it. To me, I find that language by Mr. Mama as very disingenuous. No, or person do want grow kakra. Na dear, but name for next time or qua also making sure say ordinary. That is what the constitution says, especially when you are practicing a democratic governance in this country. Yeah, democracy. What I say, and autocracy, and you are growing yedi, and nibrisem. Until you don't leave the country in abeyance, then you go your way. Okay,
I'm saying if I move videos in the pictures, even to Tusumaya, wana, I brand on a 2 wedding common, so video no, but the Tusumaya cabe the pa. And you know, also a member was a serious game.
A serious business.
And yeah, good year. Into no say, no, the dear grouping idea. I also know.
Yeah, the language that me say, oh, you soon.
Now, good year.
I felt that he was just making a lightweight of it, but it was not something that I mean, I also know the diagro. This was a serious constitutional gaffe. Okay. Oh, say, President, who took wine? No, do we change that? Vice President, who took quite no the change Speaker of Parliament, then to your friend is Chief Justice. If you don't want this thing to happen, all of you cannot leave the country at once. Why the hell? Okay. Now, Vice President Akasasu, ma mincha na pay.
Eben so look pale. Sana eben muka.
Me picture na me hu no nya picture me ni giye unse minim kakra because unse former VC.
Okay, this your screen so say na picture no hu na we are on
but we nim kakra unse there's somebody who has gone for medical treatment and I will not wish yare even for my worst enemy.
Okay,
yare man. I wish the venerable Professor Jinano Pukajima very well. Now, Minyaji pa say Obabe cancer, Obabe to Adjumanasu. Office no ban, and your office is back. Look at the pedigree, Dr. Baumia, office Nikoye, the Vice President. And can neck a Vice President. I mean, Nanka in Shada, you say, cancer, Professor Mills as Vice President. As I be who are Liu Mahama, even John Dramani Mahama, but it looks as if Dr. Baumia took the Vice President to another level. Until I am sure that the venerable professor will be measured on that level now. Dr. Baumia, the Vice President in Ekoyen, that office now. Until what banner there? Look, we wish her very well.
Okay.
Me day say Obe cancer
issues.
Okay. We wish the venerable professor all the best.
Okay. I'm now coming from the UK where I undertook medical routine checkups, and now I'm fit. My doctors are saying that until a bumpire say, "Wabe, she should be fit." Hey, oh my God! Now, Greggy, I didn't, and Enrichi, Okoto cement bag, balcon, 82 CDs, a dear with you, ma. Now, one person back on the crutch Ghana for because NDC for France some more catch cement ya teso from 120, 130, 140 about 82. What kwakwen na foley. One person back on the Ghana for TBA. Now, mo de cancer for be near dear. Sadia e quite 2 a yama yemi nu now anya nipa ba ko. Mami tie we na say cement bo aba from.
Okyeremaba, let's get serious in this country.
Hot issues.
I want to yard also. Me who say ehame. We should be serious for once in this country.
Okay.
Hey, me. I'm say last week or last 2 weeks, it won't be 2 years, and it 2 me dinosaur.
Okay.
Until I had to, fix my roofing. And Tim Cotton ya and your man. Nimpani you no see. Look, I will send me cement be any wake a cana me we koto and 5.20. I got the others because cement 32R.
32.5R.
32.5R. With 1 bag. Okyeremaba, omode mami 125 Ghana cedi.
125.
And tell you, indeed 2 weeks.
But Okroben.
Ewo kejebi wa obenye bi.
Okay, so kejebi dey akeben
ya. 125 Ghana cedi. Eye nu kwa me mame da eye Ghana media mame da masi. I think you people have stood for the truth. Mitie bebre they went out to cement retailers. Omo ton cement no.
Yeah.
Ewo Kumasi, ewo Accra, ewo Aya. Mina the least that I heard was 115 Ghana cedi.
Okay.
And here 32.5 arnu. Me call 42.5 arnu. Me can 32.5 arnu.
Okay.
You will not get it less than 100 Ghana cedi will be Okyeremaba. Don't allow anybody to throw dust into your eyes. And you see, when you do this, sometimes they think that we are all forgive me. I'm saying Jimmy. Cement, what quota? Misa Odin say, Massa, we MPP and we NDCU. Me do one, I say me to cement. They sold it to me at a price that they were supposed to sell. Now, over social media, catch them say, cement, 82 Ghana cedi. Go down there and go and buy the cement 82 Ghana cedi. Me say 100 Ghana kwa unya. Cement 100 Ghana cedi kwa unya sisi a make say. Probably e be take about 2-3 months when new stock come and e bia e bet me atiso. But sisi a make say cement price be any be 100 Ghana cedi. Ni na e above 110, 115, 120.
And even retailers almost say omunya big because wholesalers no almost almost call cement manufacturers no yenya bi ma wo mo and cement manufacturers no switch them say senior NDC for their propaganda no omo is omo business because omo price I don't know fambra meanwhile clinker na omo dey cement no ne bo no so no
necessary sign
omo say omo business omo so omo operation
no propaganda. A typical propaganda, very dirty, unintelligent propaganda. And your friends say, when the city was gaining. That was the propaganda they sought to achieve. Say, look, CCR city no every bear 14.7, about around 12 cedi in there. And it will reflect in the prices of cement. Any iron rods na there. Me say, na no pay kwameba taxi am fire. They took me the same fare. So I'm say your mat is 15%. The same fare I'm free upon Ibano. Same fare and I'm the buy.
Okay.
Into it has not resonated with ordinary citizens and resonate here. Into the credit Sidinu has gained and then crash a bow. I bet you quite Ghana Sidinu performing against the US dollar. We'll come and explain all of it here. But look, for cement in the make me catch on there. Whopa. We are me see from Sia Nyanko cement retailers no more see ya. O market circle. You bet me half a chile, baby. Ebisomu. Say, we benya cement 100 Ghana cedi. Who the sick about betna say 100 Ghana cedi. Who nyabi? It is not true. Yan can crab back Enchill. Let's be fair to ourselves.
Maybe so body mommy. Opesa would take Takoradi for so price of the tom cement, right? Okay. MC move far sa screenshot na ba cho tie wasu na omo bibi ka kire ho
mpocho cement amoton wa ha no mo rapid na mo strong na strong no na ye ton 125 ba CCR no the moton 130 but nipa kon mo hwa na ro tokese ana odro focal akwechira motu meyi do 22 cedis medaman na ekro no so na ye ton 105 ba CCR moton 110 motu me da jobi 18.
In this case no price of the cement once you money this year say we this
32.5 hour no ono no ye 110
woton be say mo say woton say we be only woton the same
moton 110 other one ye 42.5 hour and ono so moton 125 but CCR no moton 130.
Okay in the cement and boy for crowd wo ha emprempem na ye ka say ne bonus.
Oh, oya 110 but moto ma consider me daje 108.
Okay. It is a what is and Ghana ye ka cement bo aba form a obia say ton 82 cedis ni ade en Ghana. What is say? No cresa so na woton dey.
Oh, I mean moment say the world ton no 82 cedis because mama wano e bona me do ton na me do ton.
Eji what was soon.
Look, Okyeremaba. Who say and this one they are very disingenuous.
Wait a minute, I'm going you. Something me voice one.
And me da was say enya wonkwa o. Me nunia Parker Wilson.
Yeah.
Accra for Joy News that all of them have gone to dispute that fallacy. Enya no kra bakokra. Say obenya cement 82 Ghana cedi. E fine. And the san Kenya buka kotobi.
Okay.
It's not true. Na mamena si or say cement nya ne bon ye den kra 110. Na bia wo to bebra obeyi 2222 Ghana cedi. That's the point I made that look woko Ghana ha bibia cement bia no obenya no less than 100 Ghana cedi. Na 42 and kwado say 125.
Yeah.
Inti those who were writing on social media, me start na ebisiri that 42.5 ano o kwa koton 82 Ghana cedi and I said 32.2 ano o koton 80 Ghana cedi fine propaganda ni bia that was what they wanted to achieve when the city was doing well.
Okay.
Na tricks ni bi my fan to enankofo say cement bo eba fom iron. They wanted to even come to iron rod, but no say will come for them and omjaye building materials nyina menua ni nyina has not seen any price reduction.
Okay.
Inti anya no kre.
All right.
Inti cement ne dey sisi asa wo pia kwa me say wenya no for kra e dey be 105 and let say sa nipa no pa wasem 110 115 125 indeed uko be kro menya no 135.
Okay.
At 42.5 ano and across the country
depend on the location.
Obia me see me tie omo retailers no bebre na Kumasi menya kwan etie omu ye pa because them say our topic we ebeba and they have disputed that they have made the right call. Ghana for nyenim say na this for na eka no enya no kre. Okay, they were not speaking the truth.
Very well. But that's some 4 minutes past the 8 and I pay hot issues and yeti and komoyi na and also ewo dodoa. Thank you to omampeni o Greater Accra na hono kokoye no ofiri wa na nsu yiri nso eba ho nso be fa wo mo ni ade a na wose Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bamia enam no wokeka se the economic gains no wo mo ehihye bi o mo yeye na ama oman ye gains ayenya no etumi happen mo ne wo hwe ne maka che ne se policy reforms bia wo mo NDC for ba yeyi wo mo de egu na akwemu na those policy reforms no samejemfi ana betumi akyerɛkyerɛ mu de rika samejemfi say the monetary policy rate from 27% our Bank of Ghana ediko 28% no and also eka gains na amasidi no enya anwoden 2 gold for oil ne de enya de papa na mum gold board for no gold almost a purchase no eka ho and the investor confidence wonu manya wo manyi munti ama investors nso abawura omega na yimu pa. These are some of the policy reforms when they go akwemu yield positive results and so NPP 4% when just credit no me ba Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bamia video na ready mun role mame na yentie ni okan and then John Dramani Mahama nso aka e de afan pacho I ready mun role video
appreciation of the city that we have seen recently. I think one of the things that if you ask a simple question to the NDC to point out exactly what policy they have implemented that has resulted in the appreciation of the city, they cannot tell you one that has been implemented, not sort of talked about, but actually implemented. They cannot tell you one such policy. They only passed their budget in March. They've not even issued any contracts and paid for anything, pretty much. So you cannot ascribe what is happening to the currency to a policy that they have implemented. There's no such policy that has been implemented that has had that impact yet. For me, we had anticipated the impact of gold in this economy. I talked about it when we got into dire straits in 2022. Bank of Ghana had bought $5 billion worth of gold. After all the noise.
Okay, so yabra penny NDC for womo anya de kra womo de fa no kon na na nim se DC ne de yenu abarima Daniel Mawuli Kofi Agbesi ana kwase de ma no nanso NDC timodenfo ono aya awe so ne party mu timodenfo a ye define kwa de akoma mamia matisi ese o epeni kura o ese o yabrewa matisi ese ese fa obi matisi o so yabrewa mese mati nga se mati akaso mo de ma bebunu no manfa ma no o ese ya ye nua waboa party ni ma party na ba bem communication ya no pa ye wia ye numre me one way party constituency secretary wase wo hwe yen na ochia a propagandist Gregory Asiedu
chamra pay mami
so you propagandist oh kind of correct I am no more propaganda secretary
no correct is on did on yasesa and ya no communication officer e dia ma Sami Jemfi nti Sami Jemfi and I train era agbisi na chia no mami ka chia ne say
so hwe yen
me chia no pa na I also me pebre nam ko hwe no me pebre aba hwe no
okay now yama Benny John Dramani Mahama admit to the fact say yeah international reserves the foreign reserves no and yeah 8.9 billion about 9 billion and on by only about 10 I think 6 billion but the fact is mama admitting that yeah economic gains yeah the international reserves now NPP are buying bomb homodin a pedato no almost so by yeah or medical crabby so pure and their account and no and I'm on man I stabilize thank you so much cities surge backed by 10.6 billion US dollars reserves John Dramani Mahama admits say NPP ebo homodin penana CD gain and I say economic gains and so I are solid yani komo
Okyeremaba
yeah
the economic gains especially you see the now in your gains look we will have to be excited and happy about it and me there and say you gan ni bia there so my friends in the NDC I am say see the now appreciate against the US dollar and other major trading currencies and ebia nyoma mu flexible kakra eba no enye obi ade no look that is not true ye no bia no ye man before ye nyina pese o man e den ekoyi na Okyeremaba
yes sir
edikan this for no mu abam and for any credit as usual it is not out of place should the NDC I mean enjoy the fruit of it and sananka banya nkoyi a nka yebebo mu chi pa NSC a enyoma ekoyi in terms of the seed no until if they want to take credit look we have nothing to say than to also make sure that we correct any wrong impression they put across until they can enjoy the credit but we will also try and push correctly facts and yet true to facts and we it any propaganda bia ne kre and e di to jam na mitie yero Dr. Baumia or say NDC for no should point out one policy bia omdu two omda to a ama seed no enya sa hodin
okay
na me challenge me I didn't throw this challenge just yesterday I threw this challenge some 2 months ago and some 1.5 months ago and I'm can say look the Ghana city will be doing well Mr. Okyeremaba me say
yeah
because say the NDC should point out one single policy and ye kasa wo ni omoda to fom ama Ghana city no I mean I performing against the major trading currencies
okay
me no omunya ba ko kran kan kire na my listed factors be 1 2 up to 7 I say ya
hot issues
woman me kwan me one by one ma kire say look the gains that the city is making meaning it is not any magic one from era atoforsen any
Bank of Ghana
governor Dr. Isiama together with even the deputy I like him the composer Thomas Nyankwapim fantastic man me how was he comporting how was he kasa na den saba pande me penase mpa
okay
na Okyeremaba ba ku the NDC they are not paying contractors with him sir
omaye
dabi omu initiative even new project omu initiative bi and an old one they are not paying contractors
okay
so obviously when you are not servicing the debt especially of contractors you have a lot of buffer who is can into pressure any seed in so
okay
this is basic yenya inim
Okay.
And here, we are not also servicing our external debts.
Okay.
For the external creditors.
Yeah.
The MPP did so well with the debt restructuring, both internally and externally. Into abua ama ye can be to around 2026.
Yeah, actually.
Again, you have a lot of money to back your CD.
Yeah.
And also
a lot of gold.
A lot of gold.
Yeah.
To back your CD.
Yeah.
Into your reserves no.
Yeah.
Again, yes, I will sir gold for oil and other about look, they can dance around the issue. But the fact is that it has contributed to the stabilization of the Ghana city. So good for oil. No. Me say it will yield result, but them say it will take time. It also contribute to the gains the city is making.
Okay.
Again, back home, IMF conditionalities now before this one. I'm saying before no, Master, they were very, very religious with IMF conditionalities. This should come. And about we buy what they needed to do was to come and continue from where the MPP left. And obviously,
yeah,
at the side of the and then Trump started trade war.
Yeah.
Again, look at a lot of countries. Currency are doing against the US dollar.
Yeah.
And you Ghana nkwa o. Nti Sir Trump the trade wars anyoma no tutu and also aboa amasi the night in fact na NDC for no enka asem ba ko a omo ba omo datu omo nya nka nkyerɛ nti andala mitie Yewra John Mahama na asem na Yewra John Mahama kai o say na NDC for aya ama sidi na aba fom no ana say sidi no appreciating say leadership. And I'm kasa na leadership bay. Oba en magic ben pa no aba be yi a ama si a Ghana sidi born hu modin wo dwaman so. Enti Okyeremaba ne kwa ba ko pe. Me NDC for no see they are enjoying the fruit of the to dwa. And I say ye no. And now NDC for no enjoy and they have the right to enjoy. They have the right to enjoy because see CD no again last time check him say is about do 11 CD close saying 11 CD na metie Johnson Isiamasu
okay
okasa minti so okasa we take credit for bibia that is why me bo Johnson Isiama ato forcing any Thomas Yankwampim for Sami Jemfidie on the propaganda me say na the post no kuta no because the propaganda secretary and the society didn't keke no communication officer as usual Sami Jemfi in his best I mean oba be propaganda na kunim also saying Sami Jemfi saying
I say first one friend is saying monetary policy rate Bank of Ghana monetary policy rate
I reducing from
from 27 to 28
and then any day
and so a person was chasing Tama and they Ghana for one because we go bosia interest no so. Oh, but Bank of Ghana de benya sky baby and that was crazy. Look, I was the first one here. The monetary policy stance. So Bank of Ghana are increasing from 27 to 28. Okay. And you know, who are we a businessman? You good business near this Canada to Bank of Ghana because. Bank of Ghana the interest rate need na 28 at the central banks. Central banks go in 28 at the money account akoba 35 40. That is true. 45 per annum. Per annum. And do businessman go there interest kakra ka won't me go antua. Business be collapse. But Bank of Ghana do menya ska be. Okay. 2. That's a fiscal consolidation by the Ministry of Finance. Was it because of fiscal discipline you know ama investors no in your confidence e wo man nim. O man na crime scene, no, and the investors in your confidence room. 3, that's a robust forex inflows, and that is the gold port, any PMMC gold or airto, gold purchase and the export by the PMMC, and also another factor. These are the 3 factors economic gains. No,
last one, gold board. No, but I wouldn't say it takes shape at the end of April.
Hot issues.
At the end of April, and now gold board it take off.
Okay.
The PMMC they were already in place.
Yeah.
I catch them for say PMMC no na friend Diamond Marketing Company. Acho.
Okay.
Yewra Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah.
And as I said, you sa na bedu PMMC. Precious Mineral Marketing Company.
Yeah.
and then you are your mama buy out, see your base said in a friend gold board.
Yeah.
Now it take shape end of April 2025.
Okay.
It is a medium for no coin gold reserves on the account. Indeed, me tell your mama you so I'll say now your reserves here on over 9 billion. They say about do 10.6 billion.
Yeah.
About 9 billion. No, if you find a do 9 billion.
And then 5 or 6.
And then before no,
Yes.
close to $4 billion.
Yes.
In gold reserves, added to her as buffers. Okay, to back the city. Inti yero mama ne NDC apam for buy no. Look, we not say they have not done anything, and that would be very disingenuous from some of us. They have also added something to it, but omudianu insignificant. Inti city na ne ababedu living Ghana city no. It is not the magic one from anybody in this administration. Near before year getting to the end of November, December, even January. Eba enu abapa eno moti ni sia.
All right.
Now unim nia me hwe amede ebe assess NDC for no how to maintain or sustain the gains we have made now. It's Ghana for omeninto. Omba bem enche seeding make gains. Let's give them some 2 months. When's the last time good for cry say before they can begin to reduce price of goods and services, no? They want to see the sustenance of the Ghana city, maybe 2 months, 3 months. And then they say, look, this is not artificial and natural.
Yeah.
That one, they can reduce the prices of goods and services. Intermediate, Ghana city name making gains the AMD, but it should also reflect in the pocket of anybody. Ubi otimi bia se Ghana city no appreciate ya, my pocket should also be reflected. Sisi ase me kwa koto dokno a saying
okay.
That no 14.7 Ghana cedi no to the dollar no. Na dokno 5 cedi. Sisi 11 cedi no dokno so SI 5 cedi. So what is happening?
Mate ye ntie unia agbesi. Also ntwe bi odi aba. Na ye se best bia na se ye be kan discussion wa. Me bra so no me ni ntia. Me se ye best no ye nsere but me dia ewom no na be kire. Se best do se ye be to us. I say the NPP's 8-year tenure saw significant economic challenges, including 1, high inflation. And inflation was say 28%. But NPP free so no. The inflation is 25.3, I think 3 or 2%.
That's true.
Now 28. Pacho P. Elevated GDP ratio, astronomical interest rate, rapid CD depreciation against the dollar, introduction of exorbitant taxes. That's the A-levy, betting taxes, emission levy, blah, blah, blah. In contrast, the NDC government and the JDM has made notable strides in less than 4 months, include stabilizing the dollar around 11 cedis, abolishing the E-levy, betting tax, and the emission tax. These developments have brought reliefs to many Ghanaians. The new government's economic management has shown promise, and citizens are hopeful of continued improvement. Daniel Maulu Kofi Agbesi, Mpofiance constituency secretary. So I secretary.
Yeah.
I know they enjoy.
And above is here the part.
To bet me actually be aba, but in Yinaswani.
No, okay, you know,
just 30 seconds.
Very, very diabolical of him as usual. Now, look, no credit say it will be inflation equals through GDP, GDP. Okay, nah. I mean, we saw a downturn of the economy, and when we're doing the debt exchange program, so Kaya, together with issues with the Russia-Ukraine war, and even COVID-19, people have forgotten. And COVID-19 there, it ravaged the entire continent, especially the African continent. It's obviously in a downturn, and we are not going to say that. We admit it. Dr. Baumia has even come out to even apologize for Sanyamano. By the Mitchell said, before the MPP left office, most of these women pointing negative. All of them started pointing to the positive. And Rebecca said, we have made a turnover. Inti nya abusia Canada look and say 1 or 2 things. I mean, see the night course. We felt it. He was not the only one who felt. All of us felt it. But make me catch and say, gains na ye make it see ano, and yet to the credit of them, they have not done anything special.
All right,
to merit it.
Matemeda say, some few messages. Abranti be sharing. I was say, me pay free studio be kume. Na I say me say me jimi yo mati. I na minimum more time so making search messages. But besa man who no say, kuna also be kume no. Me take action against you. I don't know where you are there, but say me pay free studio. They won't come here. On be me sleeper. Oh no, Jano Nambo there. Say me pay free studio. They won't come here. On be me sleeper. Toy man. Say toy girl so there. I training and you ma obet me come. Capital God so me share. In fact, what the NDC people are doing is not good at all. As if Chemawu to me is an armed robber or a murderer. This is too bad. They need to change because they will never remain in power forever and ever. Regards to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, former Vice President of Ghana, and still possible for the NPP come 2028. We also say, good morning. JDM has failed. Things are not moving well. NPP needs to gather to win 2028 general election. Special greetings goes to incoming national chairman Wuntumi and the incoming regional women organizer Sub-Zero Eusejo and Awodi everybody where your text messages. My sure WhatsApp me being through na afei. Yanfe come with tattoo no and fanshisha so. I say please tell the deputy interior minister that me Nana Yabarema says at times when the fool learn how to keep his or her mouth shut, he or she is being considered as wise. So if something happened and you don't have anything to say, don't open your mouth. You know, as I mean, can share the deputy interior minister. I usually listen to your program. So me da say wutie yen. Greetings, bro. As I say. When you come use your blah 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 blah. Yeah, me fancy. Now you have come with chat on the financial so. Enra, NPP emu mami no. Adente kumi ya arrest no. Do you release no?
Yes.
But on grounds say me hunu say court no be decide. If only if some no court there. Bagana na tune resume up and one na some na she. And chama Wuntumi so enra. Mia major chama Wuntumi.
Oh boss.
Boss chama Wuntumi. Yes, why a terrorist? Yes, why a terrorist? Because we see Ebenezer Oklate tell Abia. Was you can't arrest a wild dog without being armed. And you want to go take crime and this was shit. Inti chama Wuntumi a terrorist. Na in fact, the course one if you on it one narrative 70 baby atrey yes you take some one on here. Minister what dey
I know correct.
Persecution I say prosecution.
Oh obviously persecution.
Mami tio.
Me and Dan kasa de nya betray tie no. E was perfect. Oni obi nya dot interview bi. And NDC for no cover some videos and I say odu dada bi. Mr. Okaya na chama Wuntumi eweli or the Ghana from and you see your friends in the propaganda. Now unim me shas here Adenta Kumi
hot issues.
They have simply made Alfred Kumi popular. Alfred Kumi, Adenta Kumi. They have made him popular. So a failed parliamentary.
Yeah, Adenta.
Aspirant, yes, aspirant Adenta. Now, 2024 elections. He was with Ira Alan Chamati.
Defect. Later, somebody.
Later, and by
back to NPP.
Yeah. Now, I communicator for NDC for MPP for very long. Nti me Adenta Kumi enye nne na metininka. Is a force to reckon with Ebanu youth advocacy and even communication with the MPP. It does so well. Now meti Adenta Kumi pa last 2 weeks, so last week, and on the just say, look, near air course no ongoing mistrial and me find mistrial of the Chief Justice no. We nyan in TSA Now, chairman, Scott Gabriel Poaman,
yeah.
Plus, Yera Asiedu Adibu, and Yoni Kulendi,
yeah.
Omian Sanu, say Minu Eti Committee in the Source saying,
yeah, me no so. And about consul, your friend saying, Otafo MP, as a injunction case called
Echo,
one justice notice should be. I can't want dismiss case now.
That is true.
Yeah.
Now, when you need to say uncle for me, son, almost restaurant and no moody. Na emwana you're right, Tadio sorry. A legal luminary. Yeah. You him say he shift towards the NDC. Yeah. Eko piemu wa. Tadio sorry.
And Tadio sorry is a counsel to one of the petitioners. Then okay.
What must he? Yeah. So this was the point I didn't talk to me. No, Kase, he has a video to vindicate whatever he said. Assembly oka munyanum asempe FM. Yeah. And will make his publication.
But I'm for video no
okay. And so and also publish the same on Facebook and on Twitter.
Yeah. Hot issues.
Assembly no.
Yeah.
And when one for assembly he again wrote to petition the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, say, Nesi. Minya, Akorogo any shining star, I think of on petition, Yera Mahama, but obi Ediomichi, Ekochiomo.
Maybe.
Nandra, Sarah Rambo star now, Mdukofa, Adenta. I'm worried. You see, sometimes they would have to watch it. Even if this gentleman has published false news, that is Nyamati from the lawyer no the charge him say he has been cautioned and you are charging with publication of false news. Na false news but and there is a Rambo style na police will be 10 or say 15 akogun if you catch Adenta Kumi that Kumi the hand body ya some comment match no all of a sudden you make Adenta Kumi very popular. Is that what you need? Now and mitie lawyer no or say they have had what we call unconditional bail for him. Inti bibia nu eche say look man dey ayabra say baby say and indeed Okyeremaba when you even publish false information me say offense but you have to sue the person that's the best moi Yera Adenta Kumi and I say Alfred Kumi can say ma from one mfin say enya no kura no if you feel that the gentleman is defaming you the right call or the best place to go is the court of law to go and pursue it. You don't take this Rambo star na mako ni fie gidi na mako ko piano yire and I mean na mfa kwemu it was completely needless and minim se boys na aya omni omko sa operation no I don't know the adrenaline levels in them minim as omtumi amode because no professional police officer or BNI officer or national security officer will be nya omoye no I mean it doesn't make sense to me 5:30 okwa akochi Adenta Kumi no me to dwana fine I don't get it
mama me ka background kakra bi ncha enura I think say 3 days today enura echi enumre and my friend na ko say enura ye ne interview anapa no so very sorry na maybe o shane de ontumi enkasa because he was into hiding. Because now I say party for being musician no ache no. Aye ne ebia onim de omne be no. Inti anopa na better say a friend no na ne nua fine no so me bra no pay ya na ye ba be fa no na ko say how. Aye den. I say yes wa kwaka say me de ne wife kura esu e we kire ho kura na mete. Ya de a are ho. But omo ya sa no a omo de come no atum say oni anya de nya. Omo silence we see
an attempt to prevent some of us from airing our views.
Yeah.
Na minua NDC for Okyeremaba ba minua senior abosi wo team no tumi kire na adwen yi en okroma fa no bi say obi intimidate na be ka kire anya no Yera ACN NDC for mo region hasi indeed the regional minister himself me na Sunday bia mitie no Yera Joe means Joe Nelson na mitie ne pa omo kire omo adwen sometimes some omo kan na bi fa kwam na bi mfa kwam sometimes we have to be accommodating I would say tolerant to divergent views. How caustic, okay, how vile, how even unsubstantiated some of these views are. We have to be prepared to be liberal to allow some of these things to go. And maybe biano be gidi and fakwemu. And near two Adenta Kumi no mina enyefe. Na yebesre the security agencies they should tread cautiously. This is not the democracy we bequeath to the NDC. And yes sir, NDC for kroma echno madwin yi pa you be no yom bibia nti mesre say Adenta Kumi asem ne dem menije ye eno nimre around 9 o sesen and am who say eye osahini any MPP from paying for and making sure, I mean, they made sure that the gentleman had been relieved from the police custody, BNI custody. Abefia, he has reunited with his, I mean, parents, and ne together with yourself, Baba Bisu.
Okay.
And see, I mean, that is that you find in Tunche. Then you share Yura wound to me, boss. Boss, then Mr. Kakra, because me share video to me who police for Amdo. Around 30 surrounding his as now the Chamahun to me, he said, as a bomb, I could go Nifiana. So I was worried. Yemi said, Bisemwa, say, Chamahun to me was invited. Now he has not honored the invitation. Until they have gone for what we call a bench warrant to say, search warrant to come and look for Chamahun to me. Now, Chanaba, so me, I am maybe people do not know Chamahun to me. Hey, Nana Chamahun to me as a terrorist. I don't only Akaida for the Yedmana, and only Asaba for the Yedma. Nkofona musisa kogu ni fie wona no mu criticize him. It was completely needless. Na wunya bakokra. And for kwem it didn't make sense that you want to arrest Chamahun to me. No kwa nipa be 30 to 40. Hey, and Chamahun to me powerful sir.
Hey, obi try dey to social media no say Chamahun to me say omo dey bomb 20 asoja for 40. And bomb 20.
No, say asem no look. Anybody say more but asem science. Anybody sampa. What is this? I mean, look, we have to be serious. Governance there is a serious business. Now, minya kwan etie yera oklete telabi.
Yes.
Deputy Minister for Interior. More supervising role. If I say national security.
Yeah, police.
Look, the gentlemen at the national security are being errant. They are being errant. I say, omo yamana buso.
Okay.
No omo yanu. Omo yamana buso. Na nyefe emboa kebimam kebi emboa bia. Look, if Chamahun to me is refusing to appear upon your invitation, was that to go and then harass him, go and surround his house with a lot of armed men?
I said Chamahun to me one resist say omba
Dabi
I say on Tiapo the 21st I'm friend on to me at Monday 26th
he will make an appearance.
So
what was that for? Sa de nam koye no completely needless. You said they were even throwing drones na de nyina of you na de nyina
drone ko touch am want to be fee.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
I don't what the body are boss my drone na pai.
And me who say it looks as if these are diversionary tactics.
Yeah.
When him say nka ye me bi e ba be fa okuje to abla kwa ato pa a kire ya dwe won so.
Okay.
With respect to sir private jet issues.
Okay.
Mami Pacho or the private jet buy.
Yes.
What did Okujeto Ablakwa say at the vetting committee? He said that he will resign should the president of the Republic of Ghana or the vice president or any appointee of the administration choose to, travel with a private jet. I'm saying that Mamunya Hen say Babekana. Look, let's do something. And then the father then come and to me. Then let's try and then create some tension. Then all of us will focus on that.
Okay.
And they have achieved that.
All right.
Into near two chairman to me there, me and your but me tea chairman or say, Nyame Yadoma, Monday, Accra, he will make a triumphant entry. No, abeko.
Okay.
Now, questions on person Bisano, or maybe Sano. Me what it is in relation with. Me say Wunima. And then you be minister, deputy minister, went to me answer.
So be named the entire.
He wanted to come and do the damage control, but went to me yet. Said my way, and cause some Mujama Muntaka. But Muntaka will not take this job. Muntaka, a politician in ye yeah. He knows his stuff. Oh, yes, I did. That's why probably the gentleman in Oklete Telabi was pushed to come and defend the indefensible. Okay. No kawo City FM, they don't call Joy na and fact when people are just laughing at him. Finally, no say, how do you go and then catch a wild dog? A wild dog being unarmed.
But you know, me. MC but I'm sure WhatsApp, my boy. Yaro, show WhatsApp na the video be amano na yebebo na the apike course no. But you phone you see, mama.
Into say you don't catch a wild dog unarmed Tel Aviv defense attempted arrest of Wontumi. Me pacho am say bone ben pa na Wontumi aye. Minim so betumi aka kire me on your boss.
Menim.
Na Wontumi akwa goku nipa kura nka se ne no. Omo mku nipa se ne eche omo.
So omo say a terrorist. Say no mo patches. What is this? Tel Aviv can. I was a terrorist.
What I say when he was asked that what was the charge near the assembly and yeah to Chema Wontumi and I say what was the reason for the arrest? He was not able to explain. Into me see me say me to me enchire why Chema Wontumi was being harassed or was being attacked by those people. Me to me enchire because on no minister deputy minister he couldn't tell you. Into look, I think that we have handed over a country to them a peaceful. On person more effective arrest, they should go by the principles of the tenets of the democracy practicing. Near the call Bank of Ghana governor fee and a sadism fee. Then your friend is saying
former finance minister, yes,
and even
Eddie Camp.
Yeah, and then nipa Asin South. Your friend saying
Asin South.
Look, it is becoming one too many, and so I hope that the security agency, especially look, Papa na friend Muntakan, me penasem. Minim say said me to me aye. That mesre no. He should talk to his boys. They should be measured. Omundi omhuni. Say if you want any invitation, call the person. They will come. And I hope that they will provide any reply. Inti Chama Wontumi there, I am there. Say or say Nyame Adma Monday, he will make appearance and then make sure that you are setting issue once and for all.
But I say, MC Amufa video no to smami na ebra. You release ye nua barema Adenta Kumi. And video no. We are the new patriotic party, the elephant is. We may go to Bimra.
To save Ghana, the elephant is. I will say, we shall win to save Ghana. We shall win to save Ghana. We shall win to save Ghana. The elephant is. I will say, we shall win to save Ghana. Rado,
Party anomro dom who say when can this ni be near China ko bedde manapro but I say 0248 071174 0248 071174 ye be phone lines no e de atum anopai otumi eborum na edi enkobacha oba ubo odin baby okasa free na answer na lower TV volume no na tie yen e wo phone no eso 0248 071174 yendi enkomo anopai on hot issues. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Bacho di maybe akasa free.
Bacho mede Haruna kapetu lamba.
Haruna, I know my voice is so kakra ma minti you.
Okay. Mekasa free elembele.
All right, ma minti you.
Okay. First of all, no ma memo machi na machi amoye am nine. Na kapo something. Okay, say MPP AGI inflationary rate
23.5%. What's it saying?
My John 23%.
Yes.
Note of that. Yeah.
Okay, but Mufa the other line into Sumami. But Munja we so frena when I am why Mufa 0243971714. MC Mu you fresh na Mufa the other line into so mami. 0243971714. Yaro ya fast mami na still on free we no. Ya no free so na fa 0243971714. 1714 0243 97 1714 but you better phrase no so na I want to nka yi pa when am say etwetwe kakra nti move on 0243 97 1714. Good morning.
The radio PRO
Saint Okushamo. Saint. Oh.
The radio.
Oh, Saint Okushamo. Saint Okushamo. Hello. Oh, so. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening, baby. Akasa free. What is happening? Minim, my main cattle be an amen for cost for Frana. Minim dintia. Okay. 0243 971714 0243 97 17 14. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Mama Shawi. Hello, good morning. Okay. Minimum idea. Say bia. Say lines no so na yes idea. Okay. All right. 0243 97 17 14 0243 97 1714. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
0243. Good morning.
Odin bebe kasa free.
Afra me shepherd me kasa free achimboma.
Na mintie.
Hello.
Shepherd entie TV no tie mo phone no so why?
Odin
Umedwe din pa o. Tie wo phone no sin ni komo so keke so a. Utie wo TV nim. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Odin bebe kasa free.
What's me dey have lembe.
Na mintie.
Oh, dedi kanu ma mama china na masi ni mapa mo ba ma Ghana inani Western region particularly. Now I want to make some correction. We shall say no can say dia MPP Abanja a rate of 25%.
23. 23.5, yeah. All right.
Yes, target even 18%.
Yeah.
As at January.
Yeah.
Your target no. Your target 18%. And let me make that a clarification.
Nice one.
You just give pain for in fact, you're so weak. The weakness now, division, the unity now, you have to see a critic or party. You mobilize, you just say you mobilize, no sure say, you know, you're tree. The Yankee and whom you be more stronger.
All right.
No, we know, we are the year, no, intimate fine, it is a unity no me did and people na any je omokom hubom na se ye die nimu a ye na ye die chire nso no ye ba den ye beti mochi.
Okay.
All right. Na I say we na hana we say me protect me stress yan pe enye me bia se yan kan humom na 2028 no yan fa strong force yan fa maji aban no.
Me da CP. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, in Dokushamo.
The radio PRO.
Edinu abono be yina che, mama ntie o.
Amen. Yami on shop papa na yo kese.
Amen.
Na mi che brother asiedu na member na bado and the piano so aye dume ye. Na akonye kese mi che esikala kete MPP fu na mi ko bia kana comment ni ye. Na 2028 maame penyin mua kase bebebe abeje gwafie nsem na ehwehwe ko ehunu onye hwe ala so ho. Inteska keten 2028 MPP yabese inegwa yase yen president aka ho nche chairman of the Scobina eska keten nchamba da kwalensa no honorable Joe Gate na honorable Azek Yabu amanyako ya mi o shawo papa na onye wakase Share Pierre your woman. I am your papa. There, Sema wound to me. What's a sow? And I before by your 40. What's a mask? They were catching no. Bucket them will be a way quick dear woo or may. Now, I am with the bucket now, or many women in Brentwood. Kwabako kwasha asimo so kwabako mo from school po ontum kobi nipa wo hwe won kwa obi aso sedem na mim den kwa ma penjon do amani mahama tum kesa ga for da mo benya kukudur na de dem NI fu ne soja fu pemfo eduwe koku bako ho na wa restore peace na ndo ni ho no ono no wa tuna adwuma ho galamse olukodo won say yensu ama penjon do amani mahama wa tuna adwuma ho 24 hours economy as Ghana fuji to football there. Emo wedwin waye de baka ni wie fempo. De mo no nya faso ni ho no ona why na dwendo obeye. The best said Ghana for. The keba man penjon do amani mama obeye bi papa biara aye no kwaso o ameye hwe.
Okay.
MPP fu yanka ye hu bom. Yan ye dwumaden na membu fun we. Amembu kanka we. Ghana for so do the 2028. Oboto abene boom odame MPP. Na
Martin das hello, good morning. Yeah, hello. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Body baby okasa free.
My friend is Steve the big dance okasa free Takoradi. Hello.
Yeni koma save.
No pay the Kumasi West Diamond. The other Accra me through what can I say? Every people for no be any addition can see because you would there any and family and will be any bien any na could be say amayano me no monya ya intimidation who do a costly share your tell and na gold board or muti you put 280 million maom. Hey, for more difficult call $350 billion. And somewhere, let's say, or more you na Ghana for you, much some of the intimidation be about the catastrophe.
Well, I know say you, Safri Bimwai. Good morning.
Morning.
Good evening, baby Casafri.
I am Pacho. No mama mambuni die ya fun papa. Hello.
O kasa o meet you.
Do mama mambuni die yentimi sa.
Okay.
Yentimi se tia yewu. Ti asai. Why?
All right, Martin. Oh, Kafra, na mviso akasa wi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, senior.
Body baby okasa free.
Yo, Pacho for me sabzo mutese si e studio anta west.
Yeni komo.
Yo mbada ne kemfo kwenye na mden yakopon asde de Africa ba kama fe hon. Na mfade ni chia de NDP party leadership wa anta west ra. Na min chia chima huntumi bi obi ani chia no get 24/7. One of the national chairman coming 2028. Na mfade chia de incoming regional women organizer Augustina Nketia yakopon ocean papa with my power western region ha. Mbada ne say DDM oni hwidi o de mo Ghana. In the Munikese, now for yes, the school fees. Now, so another Kufano, who 12 school for the moment. In the Munikese, petrol, water 14%. Labor almost 14%. You're going to see best said if you mobile there, women are shouting. You had the matter from where to the party because every party goes to a woman Ghana. Dr. Baumese or Bayer, after the solar 2,000 megawatt solar light over my Ghana. Now, so, Yano Ben, why not trick? In the lab, you two tria, but most of the two tria, cement you two talk.
Okay,
you can understand. I've been about something from Mabun for good 1 year. No, sir, I'm over Magano. The best friend of Mabun there will be at the confrontation. You need to know the party because 2038, inshallah, Dr. Mahmoud Baum, about church in the Papano.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Body baby okasa free.
What's your capital name? Kasa free goes.
Enchill.
In fact, more boy my pie bomb basso. Maybe I can say sometimes the debate and before they won't do. Didn't make us say, oh, I'm never be because what? And before and to one amount. But the end is for your name. ɛnyɛ mo nwa fi sɛ mo saa no mo te intimidation mo dey start ne ya tete hu hia mo sɛ Ghana for bu ɛna ɛsɛ mo di so promise bebe ne Ghana for some bedi so ɛnyɛ saa tete sɛ so mo pɛ mo yɛ saa de mo kɔ bɔko on a di esi obɔko na yɛ kitifo gugu kom ko yɛ no wutumi fie on fa kɔ bɔko no fa kɔ pɔdanto kɔ ma asomdie mra ɛna hia de mo yɛ ne wutumi o mani abɛkyekyede saa tete hunu de fa so bia ne so na bɛ sɛ Ghana for sɛ o mo nya abɔte ndpd so the TV 2020 the baba ben mo nya be yoma fi bosha akobosha asanse so
alright
and this for the money papa bia de my na ma tinya ko ponye
me dance papa me fa last two hello good morning udi bebe okasa free
Pacha me kasa free Kumasi Enchill constituency
Pacha udi no
in fact Ibrahim Mohammed
ini komo
Pacha jo mama me ewu aho Ghana ha unti chama unti media no waye obi nipa no kokum MP no kra yi JB dan kwakra na ye de sa normal way de call no so nipa so mo de sa normal way call no so ye sami janfi won ye de na akoto board ano sami janfi won ye government appointee na me de me bompa so mo nye se ya ankopim tam a 4 years ne da so na Ghana for ye hu mistake ye Pacha me da se
me fa we mfan hello good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Odi baby okasa free.
Family dia free maka baby no.
Chairman ade yamba ni preno obi so gina so bintino. Good morning.
Hello.
Odi baby okasa free.
Me pacha wona na chi ba fu ni. Me kasa fi borda. Nana ajema ibia. E twa fo hene. Ahafo.
Yeah, nana mamiti yo.
Yo. Sabri madam asibibri oduma pa mo bono afidi so. Na mafa akonya we so na madana na ajima bia. One ne ba hima na kwhia kramane na tren konyo nyina na chia wo mo anopai. Na ne me kan se MPP ko sabi you. Edumre bia ya na yentie efutuo bebri. Yebeto obey yenya sabi ye ngum esua ankostro kese no yetini frɛ radio yi so eden sem bi ema ebinum yempanimfo binum afi kure be wie kire kure o frɛ no kure na on pese obefa o kure bi eso na de ye ka no no kure yebeto obey baabi a obefa bia na uhu fɛ NBC for the cast ifidi agum enam baabi a ye bo o hye tokun baabi a o ti de omoka na ye nso TV so sabre ya na wo kadai de wo ko dwam wo dwam de wo ko na dwumum ko na dwumum enti asema mo kan sabre ya retui nipa sai na etie cheso bi wo kora na no nya adaje metena TV hu so enti wo se pe kwan fufuro bi na ebi information centers bi kora na ya bie wo ko dwam a ebi wo ho wo station ebi wo ho so na ne ma pa MPP ye nyina no ye be bo ho da nipa so hu bi MPP ye yesa ye nyuma pa ye nyina no amanfo hu omonte so hu timi da mase bebre yesa ye wo form no ye kan bibia ye amonso no ye amonsusu hu ne be na ni nyina aboa ama MPP atumi atu ana
ya na na da se ye fa frefo ni si na ye soro so na answer me ko Greg wo no enra in fact mo hwe me clearly no o de steady me sehwe me mbie menu mu nkyira but me na ye pure white pa won say ye pure white me si ankase de white and asa ye pure white na ye Gengimed Dental Clinic and enra Dr. Eric Frimpong o ma me ko ye kosra wo mo a ye che me to wo ye me si hu adwuma pa na de free menu mu ban ne de you have no idea hey in fact company no mo mfidie papa sabia no Gengimed Dental Clinic o mo mfidie o ma hohoro me se wo menum me baby a se metumi sere obedwam menum so da ho na mamentia Oliver Texan ye dental technician Mr. Ousu dental surgery technician and Samuel Tebri administrator Dr. Collins Bua ono na ye adwumani na dentist Gengimed Dental Clinic Takoradi branch Tadisco event center Ninkemu no mo in fact no ye me kama pa inti dog me bo abaso metaba me banso a na my kama mame and I say inwie
Akyeremaba area ndie nsambe mienu miensa be quick one data prices me say auto data
me to bi pa
na sia de Akyeremaba say mu ayi dem pa o na jata no omsu sia wa ti say
wa say kama yi ni ho aba
ono anko for kwa twene chipa. Look, the data prices now is astronomical. Yin yeska entobi ye best stress am George kasa no kan ye e position no it should make it work in power. You see okuta or power or executive power on fanye bibi on ma data prices emba phone or kasa tia eslo wusu no no nim say na edban sa na
hot issues
Ghana for na ehwe ono a party for no kwa ehunu ono abe obia ehunu we are all see the true colors of Sam George. Kasa and top onko kasa and top onko and the data prices normal 30 cedi we be na be 6 gig
any verse etamaso
mate na your friend say nagat for and teacher unions almost say when you are a teacher and you are not safe you withdraw your services and also assembly a parent and the teachers and I'll say making sure say me enquire
was some mom ho ban
but and so I mean there's no way a 15-year 14-year 13-year-old boy will bring weapon I'll say eji inti mebuan meka teachers was say nyina nya botre na asem na nagad na betu dwane yemfa nya dwuma na bibia nkama me kono me chia chairman want to me the incoming national chairman of the New Patriotic Party I mean chairman Mr. Lesiedu me nanum ketwa Claude Lesiedu Derek Lesiedu ene senior brother Steve Nasiedu ene obia ohwe eye hot issues no echi omu nyina
me na say Kubala Paruki Ja Itabi Ajagrabi Rampasaka Abinzi Abazabaruko anopai bebesia na yaro pa wi mfiri so na mentia no a ano ani jejereje yaro na swehye same camera obi aboa amabiribia ye kama melini Okyeremaba AS Enchill the radio PRO good morning.